If you don't have a licence, you can't fly. It's built up area, you'd need insurance. For that, you'd need a licence. A protected site like a police station, there could be dead bodies there.
You know?
Yeah, and then they're probably going to land it and seize it. So let's...
Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act to 2021, we can require you to give your name and address.
And personal details. That is Schedule 9,
or,
Paragraph 3.
And... So everybody, welcome back to London. We're not far from Wapping. I think we may actually be in Wapping here. And we're outside the Met Police Marine Unit. Now the river is just the other side of the building. And we're currently on the camera, but we're going to switch over in a minute to covert camera. So there's the police marine unit, guys. And look at all those birds, man. Hiya. Sorry? I'm just flying that drone at the minute.
Do you work it?
Where?
Here. Or you just...
No, I'm just being nosy.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Well, because it's a police station.
Well, it's a marine unit, right? I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, it's a police station.
An actual station?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so...
Just trying to be nosy.
Have you got any idea on you at all?
No, I haven't really. No. Who are you? Do you work there?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
So it's obviously like, you know, people sort of filming and things like that.
Fair enough. I just want to have a look at the other side. I can't see from here.
Have you got sort of permission to be filming?
I've just rode my bike.
Hey?
I've just literally rode that bike.
Yeah.
Passed, stopped, saw it, got my drone out.
I see, yeah.
Well, it's okay, isn't it?
Hey?
It's generally okay, I think, isn't it? Or
it depends on... To be honest, there's a drone unit that work there, so...
Oh, they know. Oh, all right.
So...
Fair enough.
Then no. But if you wait a second... Do you work with drones, or you
just doing it for me, really? Yeah. I've seen it from the other side of the river, but I've never came down this road before, so yeah. I'm just going to go back where my bike is. All right. On the drone? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So that's what it's for. Well, I just want to see what you're doing. Really?
Not much, apparently.
And then in the middle of the building there's like a boat.
Yeah, that's what's the marine unit.
Yeah, but it's in the building though.
Hey?
Inside.
Oh yeah, but you can get it out. So take it out without or anything.
Got you. Yeah, so when you came over, that's where I was trying to get in there. You see, but yeah.
I'm sure you can understand why we're all kind of like, just...
I was trying to stay out of the way.
No, I know.
Of like not showing anybody I'm here, you know, but
no,
that makes sense.
It does, but we're naturally a little bit suspicious. Obviously, you know, if someone comes up and they're
right.
sort of filming over the top of a police station, yeah, it's quite reasonable to come and ask.
I did it as an actual station.
Did you not?
I just thought it was for the boats. As in you launch the boats from there?
Yeah.
Not like a...
So, but you can't really see that from there, so how did you know it was that?
Well, I mean, I can't walk in there, can I?
No.
Right. So I've gone past all the sign, marine unit.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, so you did know it was the police station. Sorry, I thought you said you didn't.
No, like, I gathered it was police funds, you know, so
Yeah.
I've tried to investigate, and then further up the river I've seen you guys on the boat.
Yeah.
So I've presumed maybe it's here. The drone, so you can investigate and be nosy. The backyard, what do you use that for there? Like the actual, there. Is that for boats as well, or is that where they come in on the...
So it's the marine unit, so
Right.
we have lots of different bits of equipment we need to use, things like that.
Fair enough.
So
Just,
are you just interested in marines?
not really. I just fly drones around. So I just came from East London down here. We're going that way. Saw it, I thought, it's unique, interesting. Let's fly over and have a look. That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, so. But I need to go over there really to try and see the drone better over the water, you know. Hello, mate.
Just spoken to the drone team.
Ooh.
So have you got a licence?
No.
Okay. So then you can't fly around
Let me just bring this up a bit higher so I know exactly where we go. Carry on, sorry.
Yeah, so where is
the
it
drone
now?
safe? Straight above us. Literally straight above us.
Apparently if you don't have a licence, you can't fly. The reason being, it's built up area, you'd need insurance. For that, you'd need a licence. What weight's your drone as well?
249 grams.
249, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
All it is, I just wanted to have a look out on the water, what you're doing.
Listen, I get you, but obviously it's a police station.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a protected site. People might... There's lots of things that could be dropped from drones. We don't know anything about you. You've got no ID on you. You've got no licence.
There's no bomb attached, I can assure you that.
No, I literally, I don't know you. So, I think rather than it getting any more weary than it needs to be, if you can land the drone and then go away from the police station, everyone wins then. But if you don't want to, it's fine. But I'm just going to go and get someone from the drone unit who can deal with you properly.
What do you mean, probably? I don't want to have any consequences.
No, I don't want you to have any consequences. This is what I'm saying. If we land it, move away from them, then we haven't got to worry about anything.
I took it up here.
Yeah.
I've been nosy in the middle of the building.
Yeah. Which is like a restricted area.
Well, the land is. I mean, anyone can fly across, can't they?
No, they can't. Not above a police station.
That's what you just said about a licence, though.
Yeah. So you need to have a licence so we can, one, know that you're insured. Two, know who you are. Because imagine if you, what would stop you flying over a prison?
The no-fly zone.
The no-fly zone.
Yes.
But for a reason, though, isn't there?
So people don't drop drugs in.
Don't drop
presumably,
drugs.
yeah.
So for a very sort of same reason, but not drugs, you wouldn't want to flying over a protected site like a police station. There could be dead bodies there.
In there?
We're
You're joking?
No.
Oh, you mean if you've? Okay,
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah, sorry.
Take loads of dead bodies out.
I wonder what you meant then. Oh, got you.
Plus, officers' personal vehicles that are parked in there, and I'm not suggesting for 1 second that was your
Boats.
intention of coming here
or cars.
doing that. Yeah, so you could be recording officers' vehicles.
I've seen the boat in there.
Yeah.
In the middle.
There you go.
That's not an officer's boat, is it?
It's not an officer's boat, but there are vehicles there as well.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
Right. Moving forward.
Yeah.
I was saying to your colleague, I need to really get out there. Walk over there.
You definitely can't fly over the Thames.
So I can see the drone.
Authority will get you then.
Why? I've flown over the Thames loads of times, be it not right here, but generally.
Well, if you're talking about tidal Thames, central London, controlled by the Port of London Authority, you need to have a licence and permission to fly a drone there. I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Even Hollywood films have to put 28 days notice in before they do any filming there. So like Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was using drones by Tower Bridge. 28 days notice that's a big Hollywood production. So you can't take...
Is that from NATS? Is that from NATS? NATS?
No,
yeah.
That will be from probably the Civil Aviation Authority.
What's down a minute?
But permission granted
The Tower Bridge is actually half on a no-fly zone. So the Tower Bridge, if you're talking about that may have been the issue.
Over the Thames, that's ground controlled by the Port of London Authority, and they have to give you.
I'm not sure about that one.
You do. I can assure you that.
I'm not saying that in that situation they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Over the Thames, you have to have permission from the Port of London Authority and being granted permission and a licence as well.
How would a person know that? How would I know that?
Probably, I imagine if you go on the Port of London Authority website, the PLA website.
I mean, like, say we check our drone app.
Yeah.
It's got all your.
Where's the drone, by the way?
Straight above us. I'm going to bring it down while we're talking because there's no point in being up while we're talking, right?
Yeah. Are we in agreement that you're not going to fly around here anymore?
Let's bring it down. Well, what it is, I'll land it while we're talking at least because it's wasting battery and it's safer to land it right while we're having it out.
Yeah,
if I have to go back up, I can, can't I?
I mean, I don't want to talk about it anymore, but what I'm saying is if you do want to put it back up again, I can go and get a drone expert that can come and talk to you and deal with all the necessary paperwork.
It's not that I don't want to do what you're telling me if it's a lawful directive. Yeah, I just know where to land it with you guys to right there, so there we go. The river,
Yeah.
we check our drone app, so how would a person know that? That's what I'm trying to say. If I check that and it says the no-fly zone is over there, so, City of London no-fly zone, here's nothing, how would a person know?
I think there's a difference between a no-fly zone and having to get permission from the Port of London Authority, because one is you fly here, you commit offences, isn't there? One is you need permission to fly here and you shouldn't be flying here. There's a difference.
So if I flew here and if what you're saying is right, Port of London, what would I be breaching then? If it's not illegal, what would it be?
Probably bylaws.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, PLA bylaws. They'll be, and if you had a licence, I imagine you'd probably be more educated on where you can and can't fly.
Right.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
All right. Go ahead.
Like I said, we've got a whole team. It's a new thing in drones.
So you're saying there's a drone officer here?
There's a drone team.
Here, in this building?
Based in this building, yeah.
Great.
So that's what I'm saying. If you do want me to go and for them to sort of come down with the regulations and what's what, but just know that if you don't have a licence...
Well, the weight, 249.
Yeah.
It's a baby thing.
Yeah.
Generally, we have to have the operator ID on the drone.
But
that's not a licence.
Have you got an operator ID?
That's the operator, yeah.
So that's your
it is half
ID,
covered, but it's under there.
Right.
That has to be on the drone.
Yeah.
And that's the operator.
Yeah.
So you could be the operator.
Yeah.
And I'm using the drone.
Right.
In theory, the flyer, me, doesn't have to have anything. Usually the operator, generally speaking, is the person flying.
Cool.
Doesn't have to be.
But
that's it.
Like I said, I'm not...
As far as I'm aware.
But I think common sense would tell us that probably over a police station isn't the best place to fly a drone.
A police station, I could agree with that, because they're boring to look at, generally. This place, come on, it's quite unique. It's a marine unit.
Yes, but
so
we were just saying...
When you talked to me earlier, you said you didn't know it was a police station, and then you said,
I wouldn't call it a police station, as in I can walk in and commit a crime.
Cars outside.
I know marine police are based in there from the signage.
Yeah, not just marine police, because now you know drone units are based out of there as well. So it's not just the marine unit there.
I mean,
I think you're probably going to start attracting the wrong type of attention by flying over a police station.
Like you guys.
No. I think we've been really
doing something else, and I just happened to
walk past.
Wonder what you were doing.
Right.
Which is why I was.
At no point have we.
And I wasn't recording when you came over, was I?
Yeah.
I didn't have a camera. No, I was just droning.
Yeah.
But after we spoke, I thought I better put my camera on, just in case I get arrested or some random thing happens. I've got it. Yeah.
So are we happy now? Have we got as far as we can, or do you want me to go and get someone from the drone team to come and talk to you?
I'm intent on flying round the other side, from over there.
Okay, so by the police station again?
Where I was, but I'll be over there this time, so I could see the drone better.
The drone's going to go over the police station again?
Over the water part of it, probably.
Yeah.
Where you're docking the boats.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go.
You have to...
I'll go and get one of the drone guys and then come.
Shall I wait?
Paperwork. Yeah, the wait.
No, shall I wait before I launch it?
Yeah, ideally, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
Otherwise they're going to come and I'm flying again, you know?
Yeah, and then they're probably going to land it and seize it. So let's have a look, because they know what powers they've got then, don't they?
Right.
So
yeah, no worries.
If you bear with us,
yeah,
I'll
be over here with the bike.
Yeah.
How long are we looking at? Coming in 5 minutes or so?
About 6.5 minutes. About 6.5.
Funny guy. I'll wait here, no worries. Oh. Are you back? I got a different guy.
Hey?
I was just reading up on it myself. Literally as we speak.
I mean, like I said to you at the beginning, I don't do anything to do with drones and
Hello.
marines. This chap
You
is
good?
a drone team.
Oh, drone officer.
No, he's not.
Oh, right.
No, he's also with me.
Drone officer? No.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Basically,
Drone's back in the bag for now.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Are you willing to give me your name just to say we've spoken to you?
Dan.
Dan. What's your last name, Dan?
That's it.
That's your only name.
Yeah.
Have you got any ID, Dan?
I don't actually.
What's your address at all?
Well, we're going a bit personal. What's going on?
No, it's just to say that we've spoken to you. You're not obliged to give me your details.
No, but you said you're going to get somebody out to come and talk about the river, because I've been looking up on it.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a ambiguous wording on the Port of London Authority. But you're asking for my address before you've said anything. So I'm a bit,
No,
like,
I
worried.
was spoken to you earlier.
Yes.
Which obviously you've recorded, so I have had a bit of a conversation.
Half of it I recorded, yeah, then I got my camera out, but...
Okay. All I was asking is, are you willing to give me your details?
If I have to, I will. If I don't have to, I probably won't. I mean...
Not an obligation.
Yeah.
It's just obviously, like I say, like sort of...
I've literally
said,
gone from flying my drone to maybe I can't do it to wait for this man to come out.
no, it's not him.
No, no, no.
Oh, it's not you? Oh, okay, sorry.
No, I'm just here with us.
No.
Oh, are we waiting for a drone guy to come out still?
Yeah, so...
Right. Sorry, I thought this was him.
No.
Got ya.
No.
Got
He'd have told you something about drones, but no, we're not. We're sort of the marine side of it, so we don't know the sort of specific drone legislation, which is obviously...
Do you ever see a lot of drones over the river while you're out?
I've only seen a few. I mean...
Occasionally.
I was doing a video up quite far up from here. I saw the police boat out one time.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if you could see the drone light, but...
What have you got, just out of interest? Is it
2.4 Mini.
the little one?
Mini, yeah.
They're all right, aren't they?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
one?
I've got one here. Yeah.
Here was-
I
go
don't
on.
actually know what the... Because you're not meant to have it, is it within a certain amount of distance of people or something? I'm not actually...
With the Mini, with
Yeah.
249 or under,
Yeah, because it's under the 250, isn't it?
So under
it's not
250.
a CAA...
you can go as close as you like.
That is pretty much it,
You
yeah.
can go as close as you want to, but you know, if I was flying a metre away from you, clearly it's not safe.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful about it.
You got some decent tech, mate.
Oh, this gets me around London, mate.
Look at that. Is that a DJI
Oh, that.
control thing?
That's the drone controller.
It's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the replacement of the
That's the one
they
with...
used to have, because I've got
Yeah.
put the mobile phone on it.
Oh, you've got that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the upgrade, is it?
I think the upgrade is without that, just a screen. And then the Mini 4's got these, which help the signal, I think.
So, just to let you know, obviously this is on as well.
Ooh.
I know you're recording, but this is...
Yeah, I wasn't recording when she pulled me, but when you went away to speak on the radio, I thought something may happen here. I'll get my GoPro out, I'll put it on my chest. I had it on for riding my bike earlier, so...
Like I said to you, I don't know what the rules are, but it's a police station, so which is why I sort
Yeah,
of phoned someone to
just
ask.
wanted to have a look at the back, really. You know where the boats are. So,
Yeah. Are you willing to give me any details other than Dan, date of birth, address?
why?
Just because
You're fishing
I'm-
for information. I mean, it feels
Well, no,
like you're fishing a little
I'm
bit.
not fishing, I'm asking.
No, but I mean,
I'm asking because obviously we do have times when people, you know, I appreciate you're saying that you're just doing it for, you know, just because you're being nosy. We have
very
people
much.
that do things that look like they could just be nosy, or it might be sort of, you know, looking for information to use for a sort of negative purpose, which is why I'll be making a note just to say that we've spoken to you. So that's why I'm asking for your details.
I wouldn't want to give my name and it be linked to that now, would I? You could put it on the system. I spoke to him. Possibility of
Well, I would be saying,
whatever.
and I would be sort of saying that, you know, just an information report is what you call it, just to say that obviously you were flying a drone over the police station, you know, what you've said to us, that you were just being nosy. So it's entirely up to you.
Clearly, I've got a drone on me, so clearly
Yeah, look, you're being quite reasonable. And
It's not the first time I've flown.
No, I appreciate that.
rode past, saw the police vans, didn't know there was a police station here.
You told me you'd seen the sign.
Yeah, at that point, stopped, read the sign, marine. Oh, marine, okay. Maybe that's where the boats are. I know we're near the river. Flew up, bad luck.
Did you want to speak to the drone unit or not?
What it is, your colleague, and well, the guy that was out, is quite sure that I can't fly over the Thames.
Okay.
And he said, if you are going to launch it again,
Yeah.
we'll get someone down to basically tell you can't, kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, he said he'd get someone to come and...
Well, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's fair to say that neither me nor the guy that was here earlier
Yeah, you haven't tried to like.
we don't know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what the specific
Got
rules
ya.
are. That's not our sort of area of expertise, which is why we're...
I just didn't want to launch it again,
Yeah.
and then one of you guys have got an issue with it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for not doing that. Did you read up on it just out of interest?
I read up on the Port of London,
Yeah.
and it's more of like a request of please let us know if you're going to be flying along the river, so we can tell the boats to be careful of the drone, and just if everyone knows you're there, more than a lawful.
Yeah.
And what about having a licence?
Well, I know for that
mentioned it.
weight, it's just operator ID.
Yeah. I don't think you need
You probably know that.
249. That's why they made it 249. I know that it's exempt, isn't it, from certain.
You
things.
just need to be
Bigger,
registered.
Yeah.
And have it on the drone visible, which I showed you. Well, I showed your colleague the sticker.
can I have a look?
Have you got the drone registration number on it?
It is on it. It is covered up a little bit. to stop random people taking photos of it. There, it's on there. GBR, and then it's behind that.
Okay. You able to tell us what it is?
I don't remember it. I mean, if you're asking me to peel it back.
If you open the battery up, mate, I think it should be in there. Is it on the inside of that? Do you mind if I take it?
Yeah.
Cheers. This is a different one to my one.
I wouldn't have thought. It's what, sorry?
I think this is a newer one.
Yeah, that's the 4, that one.
Yeah, that's not got. Mine's like a more squarer one.
Yes, you got 3 then.
Is that it?
I'm never going to be able to read that.
Where is this? Oh, can you not?
I wouldn't have thought it would be, because when you buy that drone, anybody can buy it, and what you're looking at in there is generic. Well, it comes with all the drones. And then that number is one we have to apply for on CAA and pay for it. So I can't see how DJI have got hold of that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you.
So you're able to tell me what the number is that you applied for? Have you got that written somewhere?
So,
other than,
What's it? So it's normally on that then, is it?
yes. Well, we have to stick it on. We have to put it on the drone.
Where did you get that from originally? Is it not on your?
So if I
when you log on, should it not say?
on here.
Yeah, drone device information.
No. So if you imagine if you bought this to get, you've got one anyway. If you buy it, it's going to come with a generic, whatever. Then you log into a DJI account, which is email and password. But then that is CAA. So you then have to go on the CAA website, or the owner of the drone would, and register themselves.
Even though it's under 250.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't have to.
You have to have a operator ID.
Okay.
It may not be the pilot.
Yeah.
So if you're the owner of that drone, you'd have to have that operator ID and pay for it every year.
Oh, okay.
And then every drone you own would have to have that on the drone.
Okay.
She could fly it, I could fly it without nothing, but it has to have that on it.
So someone has to be responsible for it?
Yes.
Luckily mine's been sat in the loft for the last 2 years.
So if you pulled him for flying his drone,
yeah,
and he said, I'm not the operator, it's me, and I'm not giving you his name, legislation says he has to kind of give you the operator's details.
Does it not pop up on that when you you know your little controller when it says register?
Because we've never had to input that into the controller.
But it says it's like linked to device though, isn't it? On settings, does it not come up when it says this is my drone?
I'm not sure what you mean, I'll be honest.
When you log on, so like with the DJI app, it comes up as device, register my device.
Right.
And it should give you the option of like naming it and then having that.
I don't think I did.
No?
I don't think so.
Mine had that.
I've always had to put it there.
Ooh. Experts.
Drone man.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
There we go.
Oh, good, thanks.
I promised you the big hitters.
We're just talking about the drone.
Cool. How is it? Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I did a lot of flying
Bits of kit,
today.
aren't they? For the price you've got, you pay the good bits of kit.
1,200 quid, Mini 4.
Can't complain, can you?
Yeah.
Really. Cool. So, what are you actually doing?
I was flying over here.
Yep.
I've noticed you got boats. This lady's came out. I've landed it to talk.
Cool.
I'd like to go back up, walk over there, do a fly around by the boat area.
Cool.
And I'm gone.
Cool. Okay.
Just being nosy, essentially, mate.
Fair enough.
Make a little video of it.
So, under the Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act 2021, we can require you to give your name and address. Okay. So, if
Which part of legislation is that?
Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act 2021.
Which part of it? So I don't believe there is a part to
I
name
don't
and
know
address.
what part it is, but it is on there.
Schedule
if you're flying
9.
A drone that you need an
Schedule
operators.
9, paragraph 3.
There you go.
Go on.
Evidence to require evidence of operator registration. If you believe that a drone flight has taken place,
Which it has.
which it has,
Yep.
okay, you suspect the operator registration was required, i.e. the drone is over 250 grams,
Which it's not. Can I
or,
see which part you're reading?
or
Go on.
it can record.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, you're on the right one. Yeah, sorry.
So
I
you
thought you were reading the other
fall
one.
into that-
Yes.
So you fall into that category.
That's correct.
You can require the operator to provide evidence of their compliance with the operator registration requirement, i.e. operator ID and personal details. That is Schedule 9,
Or-
paragraph 3.
And below that,
Offence,
no, where it says like,
I mean,
or the person who gave you access to the drone.
yes.
So essentially what I said to you, you're entitled to the operator ID, which is the operator.
And
Link to the
details.
Yeah.
And
No.
The person who's the operator.
Yes.
So are you the operator?
I may not be.
You told
Yeah,
us
but-
you were a minute ago.
No, I didn't.
There we
Control
go.
there.
I didn't say that. I said if he was the operator
Yeah, no.
and you asked him a question, then he'd have to register the drone. Basically, the operator ID is not under my name.
Okay.
The person who gave me permission to fly that drone,
Okay, so who's the
I have
person?
to. I have to give you that name,
Okay.
which I can do. No problem.
Okay.
That's
Can you do that for us?
Yes. Do you want the operator ID first, or?
Yeah, please.
In terms of flying here, though, initially you came out for that,
Yeah.
so I'm okay to fly over that area, right?
Well, that'll depend on the Port of London Authority. It's their jurisdiction.
So I'll call the Port of London Authority.
We're going to speak to them because they have to give you permission to fly over the river.
Yes,
I don't think they do have to give permission.
you do. They do have to give.
I've read up on it.
Okay,
It's a request.
right. It's a request.
How do you
Yes,
request?
did I
So
did say that, didn't I? I said you have to request permission to fly over it.
No,
'Cause then
it's a
I'll-
request to
when the
notify
whole
them.
3,
They say, can you please notify us,
Yeah.
preferably within 3 days.
what's the
So-
difference between notifying someone?
As in, if I go and fly there now or again, I'm not breaking any laws.
I mean, you're probably breaking bylaws,
No,
right? Because
I'm not.
as far as I'm aware, that you can't fly a drone over the Thames
I can.
without permission.
I've done it loads of times, mate.
Oh, no,
Not right here, granted. I've never been here before.
Just because you've done it doesn't mean you
Yeah,
can't.
exactly.
I've had police officers, I've had drone officers come over
I've
to
been 73
Tower
times
Bridge,
on the motorway.
which is right on the half of the red zone, and say, you're absolutely fine as long as you don't fly that way. If there was an issue, they'd have told me, you know. Anyway, I've got it half covered in case people try and photograph it at other sites. There we go. Who's taking it down?
I'll write it. Oh, can you move the propeller?
Sorry. There you go.
Thank you.
I'm
It
quite.
says personal details as well. Have you got them as well?
It doesn't say that.
It
the
does say that.
operator.
It says
Of the operator.
ID and personal details.
Of the operator.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you got the details?
I've got a name. I'm
We
not going to know where they live, am I?
Because we can't confirm personal details then, can we?
Okay, and if you read the rest of it, it says an officer can make the inquiries what they deem reasonable as to who the operator is.
And I think it's reasonable to get a name
I've said I'll give a name.
and probably a contact number, because how can we confirm who it is?
That he's the operator. We
I
need
mean,
to confirm that he's the
brilliant.
operator.
You're going to
don't
give
You got
a
it?
name.
Look.
With that operator ID,
Yeah.
it won't take the drone officer very long to find out all he wants to know from that number.
The legislation, because you sound like a man who wants to know about legislation.
I know the
actually.
legislation.
So you should know then it says operator ID and personal details.
Yeah.
Provides us with the
But if it's a
operator
third
ID.
party, which it is,
Right.
right?
It doesn't say unless there's excuses.
I'm
about-
saying if it's
Yeah.
a third party,
Yeah.
how would a person necessarily know all of that person's details, for example?
Did you not say to me that you had applied for that?
You do apply for that, yeah. So when I first bought my drone, which was a Mini 3,
Yeah.
I went through that process.
Okay.
This time, Mini 4, I decided to have whoever register it, not me.
But why don't you want to tell us who the operator is? What's the issue?
I can give the name, no problem, but
So go on then.
can I write it down? Or
Can't you? Yeah. Well,
You can tell us if
rather than it
tell us
being...
if you want.
it's kind of strange interaction
Yeah.
we're having here. I don't.
Okay, you
know-
can write it if I don't care who writes it.
No.
No.
No, I didn't. It's putting words in my mouth, mate.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you said you. You're recording it, so you'll have it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I'm not...
Because I mean, with respect,
Yep.
there's a few in London.
Yeah.
And we
Is
want
that
to
his
put,
full name?
Right.
Mobile number?
Why have you registered it, or why is it registered with him and you're flying it? Just out of interest.
Is that not allowed? Is that not... Is
No, I'm
that
not saying
not...
it's not allowed. I'm just asking why you would do that.
Real reason.
Yeah.
When I had my Mini 3,
Yeah.
and it had my operator ID on there, I made a video somewhere and it captured the number, and I didn't realise. I put it out in the public domain, and certain people got hold of that and used ways and means to then find out my name and address from that, and they put it out on social media. So now, one, I have the number.
enemies of you in the drone world.
One, I have the number covered, and two,
Right.
I just thought it's safer in that respect.
Is it a cutthroat world, the old drone world?
Social media world, yes. Drone world, I wouldn't know. I don't talk to a lot of drone operators. But
So is this for social media, all the stuff you're doing today?
my drone stuff generally goes on social media, if it's good. I don't really film police stuff. It's normally like Tower Bridge or nice stuff.
So,
University buildings.
can you
and
give us
stuff.
any more?
I can't.
'Cause
I think that's reasonable.
Remember, you said it was for the police officers, Dean, if that's reasonable, and I don't know if it is.
You're not going to say it's reasonable, are you?
Yeah, well, I just don't think a name is
But
reasonable.
if I say it's not, then we're at a brick wall. You know, what more would you want?
Well, the brick wall is that we didn't want you to fly around here. Do you remember when I was so nice? I come over there and said, "Do you mind not flying over a police station?"
I'm allowed to fly around here safely.
Well,
So-
if
You're
you
allowed
comply.
to, but if you're, as long as you're compliant.
I am compliant. Operator ID is on the drone. It is valid.
Not really, because you've got to tell us the personal details, and we've got a name so far. How can we confirm that? How? To be honest, tell me how I can confirm that as a police officer. You've given me.
Okay, let's say a drone flyer
Yeah.
gets person A to register it, and person A is contactable on, let's say, a public forum. That's how they know them, and they contact them on DM on there or email. Let's say
Right.
you're going to say, who is he? Who is she?
Yeah.
They're not going to know anything other than their name and probably a contact, be it an email or maybe a phone number, possibly.
Yeah.
But it may not be. It may be an email.
I don't know if I can or not.
Yeah.
But I'll go and try and check it.
Please.
So the legislation can't be in a way that you guys demand that much when the person may not know that much, right? It's reasonable. I've given a name.
Okay, so
That's it.
You've already said how much that drone costs.
Yep.
Right. So it's you're not the operator. So whoever the operator is, you would think wouldn't mind you giving out details to confirm, because this must have happened to you before.
It's not about them.
You kind of know a few little bits.
I know that part of the legislation because
But you didn't know it that well, but you know bits of it, don't you? So
I know it very
obviously
well.
You've been stopped before.
I know it very well.
Well, you didn't know that you had to give us personal details, did you?
I know that the operator ID
Yeah.
and the person who's the operator
No.
has to give their ID
Yeah.
if what you said, the drone needs to be registered, which it does.
And that thing is the personal details, because
Of the operator.
Yeah, of the
So
operator.
what details, when you registered your, was it an M3 or something? I can't remember your previous drone. When
Yep.
you registered that, what details do you have to give? What personal details do you have to give to register it?
I think it's a name and a date of birth.
No address?
No.
What's the difference between an operator and a pilot?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Operator and a pilot. Are you not the operator now then?
Flyer. I'd be technically the flyer.
Flyers.
Yeah.
Flyer doesn't have to give details.
No, not if the drone is.
That doesn't make sense, does it? Surely.
No, if the drone requires a flyer ID, which is worded differently under the legislation, then yes.
See, if I'm honest, the legislation's a little bit wishy-washy, but I think
It's not. I'll get it up.
it's
It is a bit of a weirdly worded legislation because we've been through it, me and my friend, and we said, does that apply or that apply? And then we looked at it a few times and managed to work out.
because the
We've got it.
operator is the owner. It says in brackets.
Yeah.
So he might not be the owner, but he can fly it.
There are two parts of that legislation. One part is that if the drone has to have a registration requirement, which is what we're looking at now,
Yeah.
or if the drone has to have a competency requirement,
Right.
and that one would be me, the flyer ID, because the flyer ID is a test.
Right.
So that would apply to me, and then you'd be entitled to the flyer ID and that flyer's personal details, which is me. And I can't not know my address, right? Generally, I'd have to give you my address.
Did you whilst we've got a bit of time to kill, I can give London VTS a call if you want. So
Who's
the
that?
PLA, Port London Authority, and get the.
It doesn't matter really what they say. I mean, does it? I've checked on their website.
Have you? Can you show me on the website? Save me calling them.
Checked. This has all taken a lot of time. I'd be happy to just crack on and fly and go.
Well, I'd be happy if you just didn't fly and go, and then we'd all be winning, wouldn't
But
we?
then you're infringing on what I want to do. I've got another one planned somewhere else.
Infringed on them, aren't I? Because I don't want you to fly over the police station. Because I think that's.
In all reality, it's going to be over the water. It's not going to be over the police station now.
I mean, you've already been over there because you can tell us we've got a rubber dinghy in the middle of it, can't you?
Yeah, so I don't need to go over again, do I? I want to go around by the water now and do that part.
Well, let's check with the PLA, and then you can crack on, couldn't you?
There's a whole thing on different forums saying it's worded as, please notify us. We request that you notify us with 3 days in advance, ideally.
Have you because I've got the old number for them. Can you just have you got your mobile handy?
I think I might actually have it.
If it's the same number I've got, they've changed it recently.
So what stops someone sort of registering an operator who doesn't exist, like just an invented person? What details do they ask for that?
I don't know, I haven't thought about that.
So it literally is just you could make
But
any name, put a date of birth,
I-
and that's all they.
I could register it as me and put a fake name. In theory, it's the CAA.
So they don't
They're
say
not
go
going
any
to.
bit of paper or anything like
They don't ask for ID and check or nothing.
Do you know, the only thing I'd say... Oh, yeah.
Can you confirm the registration for me? The flyer ID or operator ID?
She's got it now.
No, I've got it on here. I've typed it in and it's not working.
Yeah.
Something's not working. It's either the name or the ID number. So it could be that, but I think I've got it right. If you check.
Where's all this going anyway? With us checking this and checking that? Because we came out to see whether I can. No, we came out whether I can fly over the water.
I was
and you
so
came out and asked for the ID.
I was so polite. And you said, the minute I'm gone, you're going to fly again. So I said, okay, well,
what I'm saying
I even
is,
said to you, do you remember I said, look, we're happy to leave it here, or we'll go and get one of the
it's not
experts
about
to come
leaving
down.
it. It's about you've came out to see whether I can fly, and you've only asked for personal details and this.
Yeah.
This doesn't dictate whether I can. Well, unless it's a false registration, right? But
so go on, read it out for me. So I can.
I'm gonna show you rather
Can you
than
read it out, just so I can look at this while you'll read it out.
So after the GBR OP.
Yep.
I got the wrong one.
Sierra.
I think it's an S. Yeah.
We'll see. Won't
Yeah. Yeah, it's an S.
Here we go. My internet's not working.
Wi-Fi now.
You checking the bike out now?
Yeah, just having a look.
Oh.
Oh, watch it. No, not not going down that way now either.
We're really
He
not
will.
like that. No,
He will.
We're really not like that, honestly. I could not have been more polite to you earlier.
Right. I'm very familiar with drone legislation.
No, I know you are. I know.
Yeah.
I am.
The thing
I'm
is
going to
that
get better
all
at
of
it.
this probably would have gone quicker if you just sort of made that clear from the start. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm not sure. And then obviously.
No,
I
I'm unsure. When you mentioned the Port of London Thames thing, I haven't looked at that in depth, so I was unsure about that.
Yeah.
That part. I know here, generally, I can fly, no issue. There's no no-fly zone. I know the drone's legal.
Yeah.
I fly all over.
I also kind of think, little things like when you're saying, oh, you read it, it's because you know one of the numbers. The S,
No, I'll tell you what that's.
the
I'll tell you what that's about. Right. I'm now recording, aren't I?
Yeah.
Right. And if I forget, and if I forget, and I've read out that number,
Yeah.
I might accidentally put that in my video, right? Whereas if I give it to you and you write it down, there's nothing visible on my camera. Does that make sense? Yeah? So if I read it out, I've now got to make sure that I go back over that and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because now I've read it out, anybody that listens to it, they're going to get it, aren't they? I didn't know you took the number down wrong.
Yeah. I have put that S in, but it's still not working. So.
Oh,
I know. I'm honestly trying to. I've got things to be doing. Honestly, I want to be inside.
get back in there and crack on. Yeah, real work, right? Real. What do you normally do?
Fly drones.
Well, there we go. Right, I'm going to read it out.
Yep.
Yeah?
So that's what I've got written down. I'm gonna put it in.
Let me check my email matches it.
What's your email address?
My email?
Yeah.
Let me check my
Cellular earlier.
email I've got with that in, just to confirm it's exactly the same. 'Cause it's either whatever you're checking, or I've.
You got?
Yeah. Very good to be sat in the corner.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good. We're just still outside dealing with this chap.
Has he got?
Yeah.
I'll go and show him.
Um,
Yeah, mate, I've got my email up from CAA.
Oh, hold on, we're on.
So there's the name given, and there's the operator ID from the CAA. So if that don't match, then it's their issue, not mine.
No, I can see that.
You can see it expires on that date, so it is valid.
Hold on, wait here. Let me just.
No worries. I'm
I've
just.
got the ID number.
Yeah.
No registration found.
Literally just showing it you.
I know. I'm not saying that.
And you can't cancel it.
No, I'm
It's
not,
valid for
I'm
one,
not
yeah.
disputing. Can I just have an?
Do you want to take a photo of that?
Let's.
Because I've had CAA contact lately, and they've got that,
Yeah,
and they're happy with
I'm not
it.
disputing that. I can see that email.
Yeah.
I'm just.
There you go. Because with what I do, especially around central London, I do have police now and then inquire.
Yeah.
Be it not like you guys this deep, but they do inquire.
Yeah.
The drone has to be fully legal, otherwise I'm an idiot.
I know
you know.
that. I know that.
So,
Right, operator, even see. There's a big bit missing.
What's that?
So,
you got it. And don't be calling him. He's just had an operation in hospital, literally.
right, registration is valid.
Oh, I got it. Good.
Expiry date.
It's quite recently I've done that, so it should be.
Can I just check
Yeah.
on the number on the drone? Because the one you read out is different to the one on there
By one digit.
by one digit. But
Oh,
if
right.
it's not right, technically.
I think if somebody's made an honest mistake, it's
Yeah, no,
go on,
I'm not.
Go on, have a look.
Yeah, so you've got a number missing.
Have I? Which one?
Have 5 at the end.
I've got a pen on me now. Put it on. But so, where's the 5?
Before at the end.
In between the.
Yeah.
No way.
Can I have a look? So,
No, I believe you. You put it in, haven't you? It hasn't come up.
Oh, look at that. We've all learned a few things. You had to walk over in your drone.
I've went for my
There we go. It's on.
okay.
Genuinely, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I'll cover it up
Yeah.
so that people can't take it. If it was a wrong number, I wouldn't care. I'd have it on visible, wouldn't I?
Out of interest,
No, so-
how much does that sellotape and bit of paper weigh?
Not a gram. Do you want to weigh it?
No, I'll weigh it.
Can if you want. He'll weigh it. He'll weigh it. No, it ain't going to be a gram, is it? No. If you think about 250 pieces of paper, they're not going to weigh the drone, are they?
No bits of paper, those plastic.
Yeah.
No, I meant if you were to peel that off,
We could get really technical. couldn't
put
we?
250 on top of each other, they're not going to weigh that, are they?
I don't know.
I think this one wants to check. Do you want to check it?
What do you want to do, Nico? You want to
He wants to check it, he does.
go? I don't. I genuinely just wanted. I was hoping you might go. I was hoping you might go. No problem at all. It makes sense that I shouldn't fly over a police station. I'll see you later.
It was the Port of London part that got me, because I was unsure about that.
I'm not making it up.
I had to check it.
Okay. Right. We happy?
I'm going to fly around, have a quick view of your boats. I'm going to go.
Whatever.
Be about 10 minutes, okay?
Happy?
Yeah. Thanks very much for coming down.
Sorry to... Cheers, guys.
Home point updated.
All right, guys, let's have another look at this place. Now we've spoke to the police and we've not got anybody in front of us talking to us, we can actually have a proper look. So I see these boats all the time going up and down the Thames on my drone videos. This is where they come from in Wapping. And you can see me there at the water's edge, look. Yeah, that first officer, the one who came out with the woman first of all, he definitely wanted to get as much as possible, I think, to prove a point. But the legislation, which I'll go through at the end of the drone flight, guys, the legislation does give them the right to the operator ID. If your drone has a registration requirement, they are entitled to the operator ID and your ID to confirm you are the same person. Now, if the operator is not you, they can make relevant, reasonable inquiries, apparently, as to the identity of that person, right? Now I feel like a name is enough. You going home? Sorry? Oh yeah. Have a good evening, yeah? He's going home. The guy that we're talking about is going home. Yeah, so if it's a third person, then you've got to kind of give them something about that other person. You can't just say, well, it's not me, I'm not giving you anything. Now, if your drone requires a flyer ID, the different part of the legislation says if your drone requires a competency requirement, which is basically a flyer ID, then again you have to give them the flyer ID and the flyer's details. So in that case, you would be required to give them your details. So to anybody saying you don't have to give it to them, you do. If they believe a flight has or is taking place, they are entitled to that if they ask.
Max altitude reached.
Most police officers won't know this legislation. Obviously, a drone officer will, and they'll usually have their laptop on them to get it out and show you. So be prepared for it. Be warned. It does happen. And look at the view we've got there.
Max altitude reached.
Yeah, what a view. Tower Bridge and the red zone over there. Shard. And we've done many, many beautiful flights over there, haven't we? And there's another boat. Oh, police coming back. Well, guys, the Metropolitan Marine Police Unit, I'll be honest, I didn't really expect that to happen like that. I was filming covertly on the covert camera at the beginning of the video, which all I'll say is it's not spy glasses, and the camera is 110% hidden. No matter how hard you look for it, you will not see the camera lens, whatever. And then obviously during the video I swapped over to the body camera because clearly she was going to get more people out to talk to me. And I felt like at that point it didn't matter whether the camera was covert or not, they were going to come out and do their thing. So I thought better to put the body cam on for that. But legislation wise, they are entitled to what they took. They're entitled to the operator ID and the identity of the operator, which in this case is not me. It used to be. My old operator ID was me, and then trolls posted it and stuff. So now just do it in somebody else's name. It can be a family member, it can be a friend, it can be somebody who trusts you to use the drone, whatever. So at the very maximum now, the police can, like they did there, they can go all the way and they can request what they took, which is the operator ID and at the bare minimum their name, you know. And I genuinely don't have any. I got an email contact for that person. If the police really want to have their email, they can have their email address, but that's all I've got. So yeah, they weren't getting my ID. when they came out, they were intent on getting my personal details, and that was not going to happen. But I'm pretty sure that drone has been used many, many times with my channel, my name. So pretty sure if they dig, they can find out who I am from that. I don't care. They can dig all they want, but I'm not going to be giving them something willingly if they're not entitled to it. If they go away and find it, then who cares? Got nothing to hide, but you know, why would I volunteer the info? I'm not going to. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, down in Wapping, Metropolitan Police Marine Unit, and I'll catch you on the next video.